Hello everyone, I am Sardar Atak from Attack English course. I am in front of you today with another English tense, which is present continuous tense. But before we get started, I would like to remind you our Attack English course parole. It is right here on our symbol. Let me read it for you. If there's a will, there is a way. Okay? I just put that parole on the symbol of our English course because why I wanted to mention that is because if you want something very much, if you would like to achieve something, there is always a way out there for you to find only if you have will to achieve it. So don't worry about it, because that's why I'm making these movies, for you guys to be comfortable with three main tenses in English language, which are past, present, and future tense. And for each one of these main tenses, 4 subtenses, and 4 subtenses for present tense as well, and another 4 subtenses for future tense, as a total of 12 tenses in English language. And there's one more thing I'd like to mention. These 3 main tenses should be taught or learned on the timeline diagram, because it's always easier and better to try to understand it, understand how we should use these tenses properly on the timelines. And of course, we're gonna just learn formats of every one of the tenses as well. So, are we ready to start? Shall we get started? Okay, let's move on. Today, we're going to be focusing about present continuous tense. First, we're going to learn and see these tenses on the timeline, and we'll try to understand how we can use it properly. We'll touch on time expressions, affirmative, negative, and question forms. And last but not least, finally, we are gonna do some practice, because as in every one of my movies, I repeat that practice makes perfect. Isn't that a lovely proverb to hear and learn and practice? Okay. What for is present continuous tense used? Present continuous tense is used for ongoing, still going on action. That's important, ladies and gentlemen. Ongoing and still going on action. Let's give an example. I am studying English now. Okay, I am studying English now. Let's see it on the timeline diagram. There you go. See? On the timeline, past, present, and future. And what we see is around present I am studying English now or right now. Okay, how do I understand that this sentence is made in present continuous tense? To be, verb, ing. That's our format, okay? To be, verb, ing. What else? We can also understand that this sentence is made in present continuous out of the time expression. Okay? There you go. Now is a time expression of present continuous tense. There you go, our format. Okay? To be and is are, right? To be, which is and is are, plus verb ing. Okay, let's give two more examples. That's the one. I am drinking coffee. Okay? How do I understand that this action, that this drinking coffee action is still an ongoing activity or an ongoing activity? See? Drinking coffee, even the smoke of the coffee is coming out of the cup right now. Let's give another example. He's riding a bicycle. Okay? He is riding a bicycle. There you go. He's pedaling right now. The most probably he's getting sweaty. I can feel it. And that's the action happening right now. Okay. What do we use present continuous tense for? Number one, for actions happening now. Number two, temporary situations. Number three, for annoying habits. And finally, we use present continuous tense for changing situation. Let's have a look at them one by one in detail right now. Okay, here comes our first example for actions happening now. As you can see in the picture, she is sleeping. To be verb ing at the moment, time expression of the present continuous tense. Okay. In this example, we use at the moment. We can also use now, right now, or currently for actions happening now. Okay, let's see for temporary situations. I am staying in with a friend for a few days. Okay, for a few days. Not permanently, but temporarily. Can I say that temporarily? Yes, I can. Because we use simple present for temporary situations, not permanent situations. In this example, we use for a few days. We can also say these days, and we can also say for the time being. Okay, and for annoying habits, let's give an example. You are always coming to work late. Okay, why am I finishing like this? Because there's an exclamation mark. You are coming to work late. You're doing this all the time. That's a habit for you. It's an annoying habit. Okay? So if somebody is complaining about something, right there, given this sentence with an exclamation mark at the end to show angerness, annoy, etc. And we use present continuous tense in that situations, which is annoying habits. In this example, always is used, but we can also use forever and constantly. Okay, finally, changing situations. Let's see the example. The weather is improving. Okay, I woke up this morning. The weather was not nice, but till noon, towards noon or towards afternoon, the weather started changing and getting better slowly, bit by bit. Okay? So the weather is improving, changing situations. I can use little by little. I can also use gradually, slowly, and I can also use slowly, of course. Next. Time words, time expressions. Yes, important. I can use in simple present tense time expressions such as now, at this moment, for the moment, currently, at the present, temporarily. I can also use this week, this month, this year, this semester, this term, season, etc. I can say today, tomorrow, and these exclamation expressions I can also use in present continuous. Look, listen, be careful, shh, be quiet, like this. Okay. Let's do some practice for time expressions. What are you doing now? Okay. Now is used here as time expression of present continuous tense. You are learning English right now. Right now. Right this moment. Right at this moment. At the moment, I am sitting. Okay? For the moment, everything is fine or just fine. At the present time, $1 is 6.90 Turkish liras. At the present time, okay? Not a couple of hours later or not some hours ago. I am currently working for the government. That's a temporary situation, and this situation might change. That's why I use it in present continuous with currently. Okay, I would also like to mention about an important topic, which is action and non-action verbs. Okay, before I talk about the rule, let's try to look at what an action verb and non-action verb is. Jump. Okay, I'm jumping right now. Can you see it? Can you see me that I'm jumping? You can see the action. Punch. Punch. Or shake hands or shake hands. Can you clearly see these actions? Yes, of course you can see. If you can see these actions, then they are action verbs. Like, feel, want. Can you see these actions? Example, I'm looking at you and I want, for example, I want ice cream, but I'm not saying anything to you. But from inside, I want ice cream, or I feel unhappy. Can you see that these actions? Of course you can't. Of course you cannot see these actions. you cannot see these actions, then they are called non-action words. Okay, let's come to the point why we mentioned about this action and non-action words. I am liking ice cream. Have you heard any sentence like this? Let me repeat that for you. I am liking ice cream. No, of course not. Because like is a non-action word. And here comes the rule right now. Non-action words cannot be used in continuous form. What does that mean? Among these 12 tenses, we've got simple tenses. We also have perfect tenses, but we also have continuous tenses. So in continuous forms, we cannot use these non-action words. So yes, it's not grammatically correct. Instead of saying I am liking ice cream, that's wrong. We say I like ice cream. Okay, mostly we use it in simple present. Why? Because our rule is non-action words are not used in continuous form. And understand, need, want, remember, like, know, mean, enjoy, prefer, seeing, and some other verbs are not used in continuous forms because they are non-action verbs, as in our rule that non-action verbs cannot be used in continuous form, except for exceptionals, and we're not going to get into that right now. Okay, present continuous form is also used with future meanings. Are you doing anything on the weekend? Here on the weekend is a time expression of future tense. Okay, why am I using this sentence in present continuous form? To use present continuous tense with the future meaning by using future time expression. Okay, let's give some more examples. They are having a party at Christmas. Christmas time hasn't come yet, so that's a time in the future. But I'm using the sentence in present continuous to give a future meaning. Another example, my parents are coming to see us next week. Future time expression. Last example, are you coming to my birthday party on Sunday? Okay, let's see this time the positive, negative, and question formats of present continuous tense. Okay, let's see the positive. Positive means not negative form, not question form, but affirmative form. Positive form means affirmative. His wife is setting the table. We are going on a picnic right now. I am speaking at the moment. And last example, my daughter is making her bed at the moment. Okay, let's see now the negative sentence. Okay, negative form, basically we're just going to put not in it. I am not playing basketball. She's not going to the cinema. We're not having our dinner now. They are not telling the truth, or they aren't telling the truth. So there are two ways you can use is not, or isn't, or are not, or aren't. You can use both, short form and the normal form. There comes question for. Okay, what exactly were we doing in question form, interrogative form? I was just bringing helping word to the beginning of the sentence. In this case, are you doing your homework now? Is she currently working for him? Are we inviting them tomorrow? That's a negative question form. Aren't you telling me the truth? Okay, these are positive question forms and this is negative question form. Aren't you telling me the truth? Okay, let's make some practice as usual. Make positive sentences. There comes the example. And we're gonna just do it in the positive form. And we should say in present, using present continuous. I am going to the library now. Another one. Sam is writing the test at the moment. They are drawing pictures at present. And I am leaving the room now. What is our format? To be verb ing in present continuous tense. Okay, task 2. This time you're going to make negative. Nick, I'm just going to put not to make it negative. Nick is not playing his guitar now. I am not cleaning my kitchen at the moment. Lucy is not learning English at present. My parents are not helping to plant trees now. Okay, let's see task 3. This time we're going to make question sentences. What were we doing? Helping verb, our helping verb, to be and is are. This in this situation is comes to the beginning of the sentence. Is he watching TV at the moment? Let's not forget the question mark at the end of the sentence. Are they running in the yard now? Is Amy cooking dinner at present? Is Lisa driving her car carefully right now? Okay. Task 4. We'll fix the mistakes right now. Okay. Jessica reading. Okay, there's something wrong here. What is our format in present continuous form? To be verb ing. Where's to be? I can't see to be here. Jessica is reading a comic book right now. Okay. Again, the same problem. I, subject plus, there is to be. Okay, there's no to be here. I am watching a movie right now, so please be quiet. The baby is crying so loudly I can't do my homework. Jessica, there's no to be here. Jessica is walking to the park right now with her dog. Okay, task 5. We're going to use either present simple or present continuous. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, we're going to fill in the blanks with either simple present or present continuous. There comes the first, number 1. Every Monday, Sally, her kids to football practice. Okay. We always talked about that. If a sentence is made in a tense, how can I understand? Number one, word format. Number two, time expression. Okay? These two things define which tense we're going to use properly. Okay? Every Monday. That's an habitual action, right? And that's a time expression of simple present. Okay, so what do I put here? Every morning, Sally drives her kids to football practice. So third person singular and S suffix comes. Okay, number two, usually. Okay, as soon as I hear usually, that's a frequency adverb and definitely used in simple present, right? Usually I, in simple present, verb 1 word, work as secretary at ABT, but this summer, that's a time expression of future tense. But let's see, here it uses present continuous tense with the future meaning by using future time expressions. Okay, but this summer I am studying French at a language school in Paris. That's why I'm in Paris. Okay? Number three, shh. That's an exclamation. Shh. Be quiet. John is sleeping. Or it can also say, shh, be quiet. The baby is sleeping. So after these expressions, we use, there you go, present continuous tense. Okay, example 4. Don't forget to take your umbrella. Okay, giving us information. Don't forget to take your umbrella. It is raining. Okay, first thing, giving us some information and using present continuous. Number 5, I hate living in Seattle because I'm going to use always and rain in parentheses. So always is a frequency adverb, and frequency adverbs always come after subject before the main verb, right? Except sometimes might come to the beginning of the sentence as well. Okay, it always rains, and third person singular and verb S, rains. It always rains. Okay, now let's see the ing additional suffix, how it is happening. Let's have a look at it. I am studying right now, so study, verb, and other words like play, do, go, gets ing. Basic, simple. Okay? But one syllable words, okay, and then one vowel end plus consonant. What does that mean? How many syllable? Get, sit, skip, swim. Just one syllable. Okay. Then get, it finishes with T, but there's a vowel sound. Vowel sound right before the last letter. And what happens? Becomes double T to be able to put ing at the end. So get becomes getting with double T. Sit becomes sitting with double T. Skip, skipping, and swim, swimming. That's the rule. Why? Because before the last letter in one syllable words, what comes? A vowel sound. If a vowel sound comes, then we make the last letter double plus we put ing. Okay, verbs ending with E. Take, make, shake, all these three verbs and with E. Okay? Take, to be able to put ing at the end, E falls down and we add ing. Make becomes making, shake becomes shaking, and that's the rule as well. E falls down and ing comes. Next, lie and die. Okay, these two verbs, okay, also end with E, okay, but this time, I becomes Y, and then we put ing. These things are different. We can also say exceptionals. Lie becomes lion with Y-I-N-G. Die becomes dying with Y-I-N-G. And finally, verbs like trouble or regret, okay? Trouble becomes traveling with double L, and regret becomes regretting with double T. Okay, what have we talked about this time? We've talked about present continuous tense. We showed the present continuous tense on the timeline. We also showed and talked about how we can properly use it. We touched on time expressions, affirmative, negative, and question forms. And finally, as usual, we did some practice because of the proverb, practice makes perfect. Okay. Thanks again for listening.